and welcome to Add More Best. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I've got a very exciting unboxing today. I may have ordered a couple of the new designs from Diamond Art Studio. I did post in the group one of them that I absolutely fell in love with, and when they both arrived I thought there was no way of me telling which one was which because of the beautiful packaging, but she did put stickers on the bottom. So this is the first one. I'm going to get in it because this is the bag for the courier with my address on the other side. And then look at this. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous wrapping. I sort of feel a bit tight unwrapping it, but at the same point I don't because I want in. And a little thank you for your purchase. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. So we can get in that there. She wraps these so much nicer than I ever could. Must be the practice, must be what it is. But this is number one. In fact, let's open it up on there. If I fold over that tape, then it's not going to give me any trouble. But this is number one. Now I did ask, in fact no, let's move that out of the way. I did state that I didn't want a toolkit. I have had a toolkit in the past, and you can see what that's like on the unboxing of Mr. Quacker's, but they do give the option to have a toolkit or not. And frankly, I use my own pen, I use my own tray, I now use glue dots instead of wax, so I don't really need a toolkit. I like to get them from companies for the first time I've ordered so that I can see what their toolkit's like, but after that I really, you know, there's no point in it. But hopefully you're going to see why I love this painting. My camera's struggling on focusing on all the white. So it is another Splatterworks, which is the same as Mr. Quacker's was, but you've got to look at this guy. Look at him. This one is named Ozzy. Let me turn it on its side so that you can see the whole picture. This one is a slightly different size. This one is 50 by 60, whereas Mr. Quacker's was 60 by 80. So this one is a little bit smaller. So there's a little bit less white to deal with. But this cheeky chappy is down as being called Ozzy. However, after popping it up in the group that I was going to potentially order this one, not that it lasted long after that until I actually put the order in, but I did put that I was potentially going to order this one, and somebody did mention the name Jeffrey, which I think is perfect. If anybody remembers Toys R Us, they had a giraffe named Jeffrey, and yeah, fond memories of Toys R Us. So that's going to be the name of this one, I think. This is my Jeffrey. He's a cheeky chappy with his tongue spat out. There is a lot of white, but again, I don't mind. The quality on Mr. Quacker's makes white completely fine for me, which is a good job, because can you see how much? It's less than Mr. Quacker's though. There is 6 bags of white, and then there looks to be, is that an off-white? Or is that just more white in a different place? No, it's more white in a different place. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8 bags of white. But then, while there's still some of the similar colours in relation to the orange and yellows, we have a lot more variance in colour because of course, the spots on the giraffe. Quite a bit of confetti and stuff around his nose and indeed on his neck. So that will be a nice bit of variety. And then we do have the splatter works that comes out into different places. There's a few lighter ones down here at the bottom and some darker ones coming off here and off the top. But yeah, I think I'm starting my own little animal series at the moment. They seem to be the ones that grab me and grab my attention. But this one is a square. I do like the finish of square, and square was an option, so I did go for square on this one. But what do you think to Jeffrey? I think he's amazing. I think he is just fun. And I think that's what grabs me more than anything, is the image. And he is a fun image. Goes all the way down. I say there is quite a few blocks of white, but I actually don't mind that once I get going. It's quite an enjoyable for me, just tipping a load of white in and not having to think about it. And then the odd bits of colour that I'll bring into life. He's probably going to sit in my stash for a little bit. Actually, that is something I do need to do. I need to add him to my stash. This is a habit I need to get into, is to add it into my logbook. So he's classed as a large S for large square. And I'm going to call it DAS. And I'm going to call him Jeffrey / Ozzy. And he is a 50 by 60. So Jeffrey is the name that I've given to him, and Ozzy, if it's even focusing, Ozzy is the name that the painting has. Because I've renamed him. Because why not? I renamed Mr. Quackers as well. But I think that stuck that much that he's just called Mr. Quackers and nothing else. But yeah, he's been added into my logbook. I haven't yet got to the page. I've just added him into my stash. I haven't yet got to the page where I put in, you know, all the details and the purchase details and whatever else, because my logbook series hasn't quite got that far. I've done some, but I haven't done it properly. So what I'll do is I'll fill that in when I get to doing it properly. But then going forward, every new one that I get, I will add in right. So if you catch me on a video not adding in some of my diamond paints, not including the big unboxings that I do 2 or 3 or 4 items in, not including those. But yeah, if you catch me in any of my single unboxings forgetting to put it in my logbook, do let me know and I'll get that detailed down. But I think he's gorgeous. He's gorgeous and he's cheeky and he's needed. But I will put the link to him down below, of course. I will also put the code ZEST10 if you are a watcher of this channel and you use your code, you will get yourself a nice cheeky little discount, which is always good and sometimes makes the difference between buying something you like and waiting. It has 29 colours, which is a nice amount of colours, and even though there's a lot of 5200, it's not as much 310. There is a little bit of it, but the bag is nowhere near as full. You can see it here. But yeah, this should be fun today. There's some nice funky colours in there, and I'm looking forward to seeing him finished. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.